Joe, you're on the air.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good.
What'd you have?
Well, I have to totally agree with you on the quarters, the same size as the dollars. That's totally ridiculous, of course.
Okay.
You know, but the thing you're talking about, these other financial scams, I like the thing that they have in the paper about how you could get the presidential dollars or the state quarters. You know what I mean?
Sure, they print up special quarters for
and how
to promote interest to
more
collectors.
money and all of that.
But there are people who legitimately collect.
I don't so much have a problem with that because those people, I mean, people who are paying more than a quarter's worth for a quarter know what they're getting into, and they're, you know, doing it for some kind of enjoyable hobby, and so they're paying for entertainment value.
And I paid
as long as they know what they're doing.
And I paid considerably more than $2 for this $2 bill. I mean,
well,
there are collector values where we place our own value on it.
I agree with you on that. I collect coins myself, but there's no way I would pay more than a quarter for something that isn't made of silver. There's also the point that, you know, it may have a collectible value,
and it's not made of silver.
But you can't make a collectible out of something that isn't intrinsically have any real value.
There's no such thing.
300 million of them.
There's no such thing as intrinsic value, and you can make something of value out of plastic or dog poo. Just got to find somebody that values it.
Well, this is true. It also has to go with the breakdown of society and what they value.
I'm going to do something really weird, and I apologize in advance, Joe, but we're actually going to let you go because we're almost out of time, and there's one other caller on the line who has a question that I know we can't possibly answer in the time allowed.
Now, Matt, you know how much you frustrate yourself by
Sean,
doing this.
how are you?
Hi, nice to talk to you guys. I got a kind of a long question, but I'll ask it quick.
No, actually, you don't have time to ask it at all. That's the thing. It's something about the historicity of Jesus, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's like 45 seconds left in the show, and I got to close this out. I appreciate the call. Try and call back again next week. You can also email tv@atheist-community.org to answer your question briefly. Whether or not Jesus existed doesn't matter at all. But thanks to the crew and everybody else. Unless you can demonstrate, it doesn't really matter. There they are.
Crew.
We'll be at El Arroyo here shortly. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Be safe.